Welcome to another podcast of Every Member Matters here in District Council 53. And this week, we're excited to talk to Jimmy Williams, General President of the IUPAT. Good Friday, Jimmy. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, as always, Brian, it's a pleasure to talk to you because, I've known you for so long and we've worked together
Mhm.
for so long and we've been in this fight now for damn near 20 years that whenever I get a chance to talk to you and the great members of District Council 53, it's an honor.
Great. It's great to have you on. I know you're very engaged with the membership. And, we're talking about Every Member Matters. And I really wanted to talk to you about, you're going across North America and Canada, rolling out this building union power. And I think it highlights why every member matters in this Building Union Power campaign. So if you would, take off from there and give us your insight on why every member matters.
First off, I love the term "every member matters" because it does kind of get right to the core of what we're trying to do with our Building Union Power campaign. We say one union, one family, one fight when we talk about what we have to do as far as living our values within that campaign, and within that, every member does matter. And I like to say, we ain't always going to agree on everything. I mean, you and I both worked in the construction industry. I mean, every day you can get into an argument with the person working next to you on how to put in a piece of glass or where you should start blasting or, how you're gonna start finishing your corner bead. That's just normal. That's day-to-day stuff. But when it comes to building power within our union, I think we all can agree that what we want is a better life. And every member matters in that equation. We all want better health care. We all want better wages. We all want a secure retirement through our pensions. We all want to have the most job opportunities we possibly can have. And those are the things that need to unite us. And every member plays a role in that. And no matter where we fall in certain things, we could all disagree. But at the end of the day, we're a democracy where our members' voice has to drive the organization and drive the things that we focus on. And the Building Union Power campaign is designed to get back to those basics, um, bring us back to reality, which is we need one another, and every member matters in that equation. There's it doesn't matter if you're the foreman superintendent that has run work for the last 30 years for an employer and say you work there the whole time, or if you're somebody
Yeah.
who relies on the hall for work. Every member matters because that person who's worked 30 years steady needs their pension to retire. And if we don't have the new workers coming in or those that, rely on the union hall for work here and there, then, we're all out there fighting on our own. And that's just not what a union is. So I appreciate the term every member matters because we got to remind ourselves that, Brian.
Yeah, I agree. And I think if you look historically at the fights that we've had as organized labor, even just IUPAT in building trades also, you can see that it takes every member fighting to make a movement, to make waves, and to keep or gain what we have. Um, and I think, and it's important to know, no matter what trade, no matter what corner you come from of this vast land of the U.S. or Canada, every member matters and fight, and that's important. I think we learn a lot of that in building union power.
Yeah. I also think, though, that one thing that we do really good as an organization and as a union is when we're up against it and somebody's coming after us, whether it be, a non-union developer or another union raiding us or, our employers pushing back, we do a great job at defending what we have. And we usually do come together as one and fight back when somebody's looking to take something away from us. What we have to realize, though, is we have so much power that if we unite to also fight for what's next, like what is next, we can't always be just defending what we have. We have to start thinking about how we fight for something better into the future. How do we organize more market share? How do we look at what's next for our members when it comes to their contracts? Can we bargain something better? Can we bargain things like paid time off for construction workers? We're the only industry that doesn't have it. You know, every other industry
Yeah.
you get 2 weeks vacation, you get all those things. We don't have it. How do we look at like how do we fight for a better way into the future too? Because we're pretty good when our backs are up against the wall, right?
Yes.
When we're in a dogfight, we seem to put all of our differences aside. But when it's time to fight for the next thing for organized labor and for our union, we got to really start talking to each other about what that looks like. Like, what are we willing to throw down on? And where are we going to make change for the next 40 years versus just maintaining what we've had for the last 100? And those are part of the
Mhm.
building and power conversations that are exciting, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at all of our trades across our international, each sector has had its own fight.
Yep,
And it's and the other sector of trades within our union has stepped in to help.
absolutely.
And that's where I see every member matters. Um, every member matters to not only our union, but to each other.
Yeah,
And I think that's one thing that I learned in the building union power is, we really matter to each other when it comes to the fights.
I
And go ahead.
I know I agree, Brian, and I think we even say it in the classes like that our union is probably looked at by the other trades as one for potential to take away from us, right? I think and you know,
Yeah.
this is the reality. I think the iron worker is always looking to take work away from our glazers. I think the carpenter is always looking to take work away from our drywall finishers. I think everybody would love to dip their toes in the sand when it comes to industrial paint and hydro work and even our commercial trades. And so it means even more for us to stick together as one and that every member matters beyond just your local union. It matters to be a part of a larger district council, to be a part of a larger international, because we're going to need one another.
Yes. Yes. And you know what I am deeply impressed with this building union power is it highlights the strength around rallying every member of our union and really showcasing every member matters. We need you. We need
Mhm.
you in the fight. We need you in part of the union. You do matter to us. You matter to the union. You matter to each other. And I think our members don't realize that enough.
Yeah, but I
You
think
know,
they want to hear it. They want they we have to go to each member, whether it be at their house on the job sites. We got to reach out to them over the phone. And it's not going to be the first conversation. It's not going to be just hearing a 10-15 minute video from you or me. It's going to be consistent. We have to constantly realize that our union is never about its leadership, it's about the membership. And the more our membership sees that we're serious about that, the more our membership's going to want to be involved is my belief. And it's not going to happen overnight. We got to have consistent communication with our members through vehicles like this, through house calls, through job site visits, through virtual meetings, through in-person meetings. We have to throw the whole kitchen sink at it.
yes, I agree. I agree. I think for too long, our members have been pushed back a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, and we need to bring them to the forefront. And
Agreed.
that's what I think. I hope this campaign of this first quarter of this year of Every Member Matters does is highlights that because I'm proud of our members, very proud of them. They are hardworking people who earn a respectable living every day,
Yep.
and that holds value
And you
in
and I
my.
and you and I seen it. And I've seen it across the country. It doesn't matter if you're in West Virginia. It doesn't matter if you're in Southern California. It doesn't matter if you're in New York City or in Canada. You know, our members get up every single day, go to work, work their asses off for their employer, just want to be treated with dignity, with respect. And, you know, they need each other. We need each other, because people are out there that really don't want to see our way of life exist into the future. It's just a reality.
Yes,
Um, you know,
correct.
they don't want to pay the highest wages and the highest benefits to our subcontractors, to their employers. They don't. And we're constantly competing. And the more we realize that we have to support one another every single day, the more we're going to realize that there's power in that.
Yes, yes, I agree. And so I would encourage the members to go out and take the building union power training. I think it's important. It's a great um, it's a great course that offers such an insight to our union's history, the battles we fought, and where we're headed. And so I think it's really important.
Yeah, it's long overdue too. And agreed, Brian. If any member can take 2 hours out of their time, it's just 2 hours out of their busy schedules. Trust me, I think they'll see the value in it. I think they'll also walk away with a renewed sense of what it means to be a union member and what it means to stand up for one another under the values of one union, one family, one fight.
Yes, I agree. Well, we're glad to have you as a guest this week. You know, great to talk to you. Great to see you. I know you are available to the membership constantly. You're always out there ready to have a conversation, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. I've learned from the best. I learned from you, my friend.
Well, thank you. Thank you, General President Jimmy Williams.
Thanks.
All right, Jimmy. That was pretty easy. I did get that freaking I'll stop this.
Let
I
me
got
ask
that